So I have a genuine question for you about business coaches, and I don't even know if this is something that happens to most people, but me as a business owner who operates most of my time in my business, I get a lot of people on different platforms reaching out to me, trying to offer different programs and things to help me with my marketing and sales. And I'll be completely honest, I have a lot of value that I can bring, but as far as marketing and sales, it's really where I fall off. It's just not in my strengths. But I wonder first if all of you in your, like, let's say on Instagram or whatever social media you use besides YouTube, because I don't think there's a direct message function here, do you ever have people reach out to you and try to offer you business coaching, whether you have a business or not? And to kind of build on top of that, I have a lot of thoughts on this. So first and foremost, it happens to me often on Instagram. I'll get people that'll tell me that they'll try to teach me how to make $10,000 a month with my coaching program if I work with them, and they'll teach me how to sell and market better and find my ideal clients, and it only costs me $10,000, and if I don't make the $10,000 back in the first 90 days, then I get all my money back. It sounds too good to be true, right? So, but I get a lot of these people reaching out to me, and I know some people who have done it, and I know some people who have done it and it's went well for them, and I know some people who have done it and it hasn't gone well. Now, the whole them offering you your money back thing, that's not common. Most of them don't do that. It's just this. It's $15,000, and if you can't make money with the skills that I teach you, then obviously you don't know what you're doing in business. That's just kind of their kind of approach to it. But let's say someone did reach out to you in your inbox, in your Instagram inbox, and they said, "I have a payment plan. You can pay me $10,000 a month, or not a month. You can pay me 10,000. It's $10,000, but you can pay me monthly. And if at the 90-day point, any money that you spend with me is refunded if you don't make the entire 10,000 back." Would you take that deal, or what would your questions? Because my first thought is like, who are you? How do you have the kind of background, and how do you have the confidence to tell me that you can teach me how to sell my clients and my services out? But the second thing is, let's say they show you their bank statements and they say, this is all the money that I made from coaching people, and this is the money that other people made from coaching people. Well, if someone is offering you an idea that you'll make $10,000 at the end of 90 days if you work with them, and the idea is on how to make even more past that, let's say they offer that to you, and some people aren't as in-depth as I am, meaning they're not going to look at all the nooks and crannies. Like, if I'm joining this, I'm looking at the contract, and if I'm going into a $10,000 kind of investment, I'm getting a lawyer to look at the contract as well. Most people aren't doing that, and some people might not even look into the background. They just be like, okay, this person's promising me $10,000 or my money back. And my question to you is, if these business coaches, if all of their money is made by promising people that they can make them money, and then showing you examples of basically all this money that they've made by promising that they could make other people money, they're just showing you a ledger that shows all the people they've scammed out of their money. And a lot of them have like referrals, but how can you prove that came from a real person? Like, it's a very tricky world out there. And one of the things that my who told me this? I think it was my dad. I don't know. Someone told me this, but a fool and their money will soon be parted. And I think he meant that double-edged wise. Like, you got to be smart or your money's coming out of your pocket. But also, he's kind of a little bit what I would call morally ambiguous, to put it nicely, meaning if he finds a fool, he will separate them from their money. So it's definitely interesting to me, like, where's the line of when you should trust someone with business coaching? Because, for example, universities, they offer business degrees. Now, you get a degree at the end of it that's accredited, but they offer business degrees if you do a 5-year program with them. And is that something that is now worth it? Or is it not worth it just because someone doesn't have the ability to give you an accreditation or a degree? It's really interesting how that all works out, and how they kind of define what is okay and what isn't okay, and the trust we have in these universities and not in these business coaches, and what would be the thing that you'd want to see as someone who is trying to find a business coach that would make you feel comfortable with the fact that you could work with them. I heard one person say, if you're getting a mentor, I heard one person say at one point, if you're getting a mentor, if they're not willing to do it for free, monetarily speaking, then they're not a business coach and they shouldn't be working with you. But I don't know that that's necessarily true, because there's some people out there that companies pay millions of dollars to teach them how to make more money with their money, how to advertise better, how to make better ads, how to organize graphic design to make it more appealing to human psychology. It's all really interesting stuff. But sorry for the major philosophical dump. If you are interested in the things that I'm doing in the future, you're welcome to check out any of my other videos. Otherwise, down here below, there's going to be a little button. And if you click on that, well, consider it a vote towards all business coaches are scams, because that's the way that I'm leading. But let me know in the comments if you think otherwise, because I'm always happy to hear my community's ideas on it. I'll see you soon.